Hello and welcome to another vlog. It is currently Sunday around almost 3. As you just saw this morning, I've just been here at the house hanging out. I edited a video. I had some pancakes. I don't know what it was. I was just craving some cinnamon pancakes. It sounded so good. And I cleaned up a little bit and here we are. This weekend I've been here at the house by myself. Alex, who's my boyfriend, if you're new here, he is out of town for a boys trip, and so I've just been here alone, and I thought I'd pick up the camera today and vlog probably today and tomorrow. So let's just backtrack for a second and I'll tell you about what I've done so far during this time here by myself this weekend. So Friday night I had a girls' night here at the house. It was like a fall themed girls' night. It was so fun. We made a charcuterie board. We did crafts. The 2 crafts we ended up doing were we took white candlesticks and we painted pumpkins and bats and candy corn on them. I actually have one of the candlesticks right here that I painted because I have the other one up in the living room, but we painted these candlesticks. How cute is this? I am not a painter or artist whatsoever, but I actually really like the way they turned out. And then the second craft we did was a ghost garland. So we took an old book and I bought these ghost cutouts at like the Dollar Tree, and we just traced them on the book pages, drew little holes and hole punched with some twine and made a garland. I'm gonna hang it up later on when I get back home, so I'll show you that in a bit. But we just hung out, we watched Twilight and laughed. I haven't laughed that much in a long time. Like, we had a blast. And then on Saturday, I just worked that morning and then honestly came home and chilled at the house. It was the perfect fall day. It was like 60 degrees yesterday. I think it was 69 degrees, and it was gloomy and cloudy and rainy. Football was playing in the background. I was reading my book and working on my computer. All the windows were open. Like, it was such a good Saturday. So I just laid on the couch pretty much all evening and hung out. And then fast forward to today, here we are. So I'm actually about to head out the door right now. Like I said, it's 3 o'clock. The dogs are eating in the background, so if you hear crunching, I'm sorry, but obviously she's just hungry. But I'm headed out the door right now to hang out with one of my friends. We are actually going to a tattoo and piercing shop, and I'm getting my septum pierced. I am so excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed sometimes I have a nose ring in, sometimes I don't. I bought some fake ones off of Amazon, and I've just been testing them out. I didn't want to commit to the pain and the price until I knew I for sure wanted them. I've had the side of my nose, like a hoop, pierced a couple years ago, and it never healed correctly. It's probably where I went to get it pierced, but it never healed correctly, and the hoop that she pierced it with was way too big. I don't even think you're supposed to pierce the side of your nose with a hoop, so I ended up taking it out. But I love the way like dainty little septum piercings look, so that's what I'm doing today. I am so excited. I've been watching TikToks just to get an idea of the pain level, and as long as the piercer knows what they're doing, it seems like it's not too bad. I think the healing process is worse, and unfortunately I have terrible allergies, and my nose pretty much runs 24/7. Like, I'm always like dabbling my nose with a tissue, so it may be a little difficult with the healing process with that, but we're just going to work through it because I just want to do it. I want to be able to say I did it, and it'll be fun. And then I think she is getting one of her earrings like changed out and redone, I believe. So our appointment is at 4 o'clock. She lives about 35 minutes away from me, but I'm meeting her at her house. So I need to leave pretty much right now. I'm gonna get me a water, a drink. It's not cold outside, but in case we go in anywhere, I don't want to be cold because we might run to Sephora after we get our piercings done. So yeah, that is the plan for this Sunday. And then later tonight, we'll come back home and I'll just be hanging out here. I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner yet. I'm probably gonna read. I started playing Stardew Valley last night. I think that's what it's called. And it is so cozy and cute. I probably played it for 2 hours and I didn't even realize. So I might play that a little bit more tonight as well. But let's go get our nose pierced. That's a saying that I don't really say that often. I've got a little pack of tissues ready to go because I'm also like a sneezer, if that makes sense. Like, if I touch my nose in the slightest way, I sneeze. So I might be making a fool out of myself at this piercing place. I don't know. What I'm wearing is very comfortable and simple. I'm just doing sweatpants with a strapless shirt. And then this bag I got at Target because I just want to be super comfortable. So let's head out and get our nose pierced. I am officially back home. I just fed the dogs, so they're crunching in the background again. Hello, baby. I just walked in the door, so they are so excited. So I did it. I got my septum pierced. You can see it. Oh my gosh, I actually love it. Pain level, I would say for me was like, it's a quick pain. Like, it was probably like a 3 out of 10. Not terrible, but it's quick. It comes and goes pretty fast. Right now, it doesn't hurt. Like, there's no throbbing or anything happening on my face just naturally unless I touch it or move my face like weirdly. But I'm sure it'll get worse as the healing goes on, but I really like it. I had to get one with the ball on the bottom because you don't want it to have the gap so it doesn't heal inside of your skin, but did it. Got my septum pierced. I've been wearing a fake one for a while now, on and off, to see if I like it, and I'm glad I did that because I know I like it, and I did it, so that was fun. My friend, she got her, I don't know what they're called, but like this one here, and then another one in like the middle of her ear. We also went to Sephora, so I got a couple of things at Sephora that I needed. I guess I can show you. One of the things I'm excited to try, it's a new product, is this Benettit. It's the raspberry tinted lip and cheek stain. I have always wanted to try this, and it's out of stock a lot, so I'm excited for that. And then there was a store there that was kind of like a Pop Mart. It wasn't a Pop Mart, but they had a bunch of keychains. I got this little dog keychain because she just looked so fall to me with her little pants and sweater. I forget, what did we name her? Roslyn? No. I'll have to text her and see. We named her something. I don't remember, but how stinking cute. Absolutely love it. I love purse chains, and I always have this bat. I have like a ghost and Labubu and different ones, but I don't know. Her little sweater and pants just look so fall. Oh my gosh, her pants are falling off. Girl. Look. Her little pants. Your pants are falling off, girl. Come on. Get it together. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyway. So that's what we did. It is 8:14. I need to make me something quick to eat. And then the dogs are eating right now. I'm going to change into some comfy clothes and get settled for the night. And then I'm going to probably read and maybe play Stardew Valley. Is that what it's called? Stardew Valley? I'm almost positive. On the couch. So I'm going to make some quick food and then we'll get settled on the couch. And I want to talk books for a second. It is much later now. I'm obviously ready for bed. I washed my face. I had some dinner. I've got a zit patch on because I have the biggest zit of my life right now on my forehead. But I've been just sitting on the couch. I had the Bills game on in the background. Even though Alex isn't home, we like to commentate on the game texting. So I turned that on and we were texting back and forth. It was a crazy game, but I was playing Stardew Valley while it was on in the background. That game is so addicting. It's so cozy and relaxing. I'll start playing it and not even realize how long I've been playing. Highly recommend. It's super cute, and I've been on TikTok looking up tips and things to do. So far, I really like Stardew Valley, but I want to talk books really quick because I'm currently reading 2 books right now. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you would already know that I've been reading The Night and the Moth. And this is so far a 5-star read for me. I'm on page 217. So I am a little over halfway through. I'll probably finish this. I want to finish it this weekend. So hopefully by tomorrow. My weekends are Sundays and Mondays. So I've been annotating. I really, really like this book. And I'm so excited already for the next one to come out. I'm sure there's going to be a second one come out. But I absolutely love the characters. And one thing that I'm enjoying about this is it is more story driven with the fantasy world and the magic rather than romantasy, but the romance is good. The placement is perfect. It's not cringy over the top. It's more, I don't know, it feels more realistic. I love Rory. He's the main guy, and it's perfectly placed. I don't know if you can tell, but all of the pink tabs are romance. I tab depending on the category. So I have a storyline plot. I have a romance. I have just little quotes or moments that I like written by the author. And then I have little quotes or moments that I just enjoyed, stuff I can relate to. And there's not a ton of romance in this, but like I said, it's perfectly placed. And the gargoyle, why is that so hard to say? He calls everyone Bartholomew, so he doesn't really have a name, not that I know of yet, but he refers to everyone as Bartholomew, so I just think of his name being Bartholomew. He is so funny. I giggle so much because he's quirky and kind of smart whenever he says stuff. He's kind of a smart aleck, but in a cute way. All the characters are really good. The storyline is very good. And I love Bartholomew. So that's the one book I'm reading. That's one of the books I'm reading right now. And like I said, I am predicting it's going to be a 5-star read for me for sure. The second book, which this is kind of an unexpected book. I wasn't planning on reading this because it's a little bit more out of my genre range. I'm normally not a contemporary romance girl, but I just wanted to give it a try. So I picked up the of course, the pumpkin spice cafe. I see this all over social media with cute little like reels and TikToks and stuff, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it out. So I've been listening to this on audiobook because I knew if I sat down and read it, I would get bored really quickly and, you know, decide to not finish it. So I got it on audiobook on Audible, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Surprisingly, listening to it, something simple like this that doesn't have like world building, the plot is pretty simple, like it's easy to follow, I can listen to, because if I'm cleaning or doing anything around the house, it's super easy to keep up with without having to be 100% focused. Fantasy or like romancy or like thriller, they're harder for me to listen to on audiobook unless I'm sitting down and like physically reading as I listen to it, because sometimes if I'm busy, my mind will drift off into something else I'm doing and I'll kind of like zone out for a second. But if you zone out with these little contemporary romances, you can pick up very easily, continue on with it without having to go back and reread. So it is very cute. There is a little bit of spice in it. It's not a ton of spice just yet. I want to say I'm on like chapter 17. It's not a very big book. There's 300 and something pages, but it's a small book. The pages aren't very big. Of course, Dino is getting his little moment. Let's all look at Dino and give him love. So yeah, it's not a very big book. So this has been a very quick read for me. And yeah, it's cute. I'm enjoying it. So those are the two books I'm currently reading. Tonight, I'm probably going to read more of The Night and the Moth while I sit here, because like I said, I do want to finish it tomorrow, hopefully. I think I've got like 150 pages left on it. So that's the plan. Alex comes home tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. So I don't think I pick him up from the airport until like 7 tomorrow night. So my plan for tomorrow is to clean a little bit around the house. I need to do some laundry upstairs because Mondays are technically like my Sunday for most people. So it's the day I kind of prep for the week, go to the grocery store, do laundry, all that fun stuff. And I do want to journal a little bit tomorrow. And I've got a few books that I haven't journaled about in my like book journal. A few vlogs back, I bought a journal and I was going to start like junk journaling whenever I finished a book and like decorate each page and just write down my thoughts on the book. And I have a few books that I've finished that I have not done that with yet. So I might sit down and have a little time to do that. It is currently 11 o'clock. I'm going to sit here and read and chill out for the night, and I'll see y'all in the morning. I'll make some coffee and we'll have a productive day tomorrow together. It is 4:30 and I have been just piddling around the house all day long. I've been cleaning, doing laundry, vacuuming, just boring household Sunday things. Like I said this morning, it was just kind of a get prepped for the week kind of day. As you just saw, I hung up my ghost book garland. How adorable is that? I am so obsessed with it. We made that garland the other night during our fall girls night, like craft night, and I didn't make enough. As you just saw, I made a couple more and I kind of showed you how I did it. Very, very easy. And I found those ghost, the thing that I used for the cutout, I found that at the Dollar Tree, and it comes in a pack like with tons of them in there. But yeah, all I did was trace the ghost and cut them all out at the same time, draw little eyeballs on them, and they're so adorable. I knew I wanted them to go in here, specifically on that shelf, because this is where I do a lot of my reading. But speaking of reading, I finished the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I was listening to this on audiobook on Audible while I was cleaning, and in my opinion, this is totally not the genre I pretty much ever read. I have a hard time getting into contemporary romance. I get bored easily, especially like sitting down and physically reading it. But obviously I wanted a copy of the book because, I mean, it's adorable. It is so cute. But I did listen to it on Audible, and in my opinion, since this isn't my usual genre that I like to read, it was incredibly cheesy. Like, just cute, cheesy. The town reminds you of the Gilmore Girls town. I think it's called, yeah, Dream Harbor is the town. And all of the people who live there, they're nosy, and there's like little small town drama. There is a little bit of a mystery. I say that in quotations because it is very predictable. I'm not going to give anything away because honestly, I finished it, which is surprising. I listened to the whole thing and it was so entertaining. I'm pretty sure I explained earlier, when I'm listening to an audiobook and I'm busy with stuff that like I've got my mind on, something like this is perfect because I can kind of zone in and out and you don't really lose your place or get confused about what's going on. So this is a perfect book, and it did give all of the fall vibes. There were pumpkins and lattes, and just everything about the town was fall coded, so it was very, very cute. I did finish it. If you're looking for something that's super easy to read, to listen to give you all the fall vibes, honestly, I recommend it. And I will say, very surprisingly, the last couple chapters of the book, I didn't realize how spicy this was, but it shocked me. I was cleaning and I had to stop for a second, like, good Lord, this is Dream Harbor's got some spice in it. So it was adorable, very cheesy, but I recommend it. I'll say it. I recommend it if you want to listen to something cute, a little bit of spice, and an easy read. So got that one done. I think I still have like 100 pages left in the other book I'm reading, The Night and the Moth. I am finishing that tonight. That's my goal. It has to happen, but I wanted to get everything clean because I'm picking up Alex from the airport at 7:30. I'm so excited. Honestly, this weekend has went by pretty fast. I've kept myself busy. Friday night had the girls' night. Saturday worked and had a little football day here at the house by myself. And yesterday hung out with my friend and got my nose ring. So I've kept myself busy, so it's went by really quick, but I'm excited for him to come home. So I'm picking him up at 7:30, and I'm sure we'll like watch a movie or hang out together tonight. But I do want to finish that book because I want to start a new one. And I'm actually looking around and I'm trying to figure out what my September TBR is going to be. I want it to kind of start going into spooky vibes, even though most of the time what I read is dark academia, spookier stuff. I want to lean in a little bit more, kind of getting away from this genre for a little bit. But either way, it has been a great day today. I got a lot done. I need to look at my to-do list. Every night, something I've been doing is making a to-do list for the next day. It has been helping me fall asleep better because it almost like brain dumps everything that I'm thinking about for the next day. It like brain dumps it into a to-do list and I don't forget anything like while I sleep. So I'm gonna go look at that, but I think I pretty much got everything done I wanted to get done. I do need to run to the store and get laundry detergent. So it's 5 o'clock now. I don't know. I need to get changed. I already washed my hair, did my makeup and everything, so I don't know what else I need to do. I'll go look at my to-do list, but that is the update on the day. Finish this one, so we'll check that off the TBR list. I do know this author has quite a few of these little cutesy books, and honestly I'm pretty sure I have the Christmas Tree Farm already up there. I did not read that this past December when I bought it, so maybe I'll listen to that one this December. But they also have the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and everybody, I'm like diving deeper into this book, but just so you know, in the town it introduces different characters that live in the town, so all of these characters are in all the books, so you kind of get a glimpse. Because we met a girl that ran a bookstore, so I'm assuming that's what the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore is about, because she has a little love interest as well. So I'm assuming they all connect, but I'll definitely read The Christmas Tree Farm this December because, well, I'll listen to it because that definitely helped me with this kind of book, was listening. But anyway, we're going to stop talking about the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and I'm going to go check my to-do list and see what else I need to get done for the day.